Are you looking for simple, practical DIY projects to add fresh cottage style to your porch, patio, or outdoor spaces on a budget? In today's visit, we will tackle several DIY projects, including extra seating, hiding those unsightly wall meters, flowers for shade, and more. Hi friend, if we haven't met, I'm Rachel from the blog StoneCottageHome.com, where we cultivate the art of home. I have a double fun visit for you today. First, this visit is a collab hosted by Sarah from Grace in My Space. She has invited me and 3 other sweet, talented ladies to share summer inspiration from our homes inside and out. Let me introduce each lady and their channels.
Sarah from Grace in My Space is a serial DIYer, and I appreciate her can-do attitude. Amy Fritz loves her home, and this is evident as seen in this country cottage farmhouse style home she is creating for her family. I appreciate her cheerful encouragement. Sarah of She Holds Dearly has a blog and an interior design course. I appreciate how generously she shares the knowledge she has learned. Andrea of Pine and Prospect Home is cultivating a home in the English cottage revival style. I appreciate the sweet respect she shows her family.
To top off the fun today, we will be joined by a special in-person guest and friend of mine, Miss Robin, who has come up with some of the ideas for our DIY projects herself. Stick around to the end of the video where I will share with you a budget-friendly transformation for that sad bird bath that is languishing in your backyard.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm delighted to be here with Rachel today and to meet all of you.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get started.
Let's roll back the clock briefly to see where we came from. In our previous patio makeover video, we painted the house, covered the AC unit, upgraded the lighting, painted a weather-beaten buffet, added color and cottage style with custom-built shutters and farmhouse screen doors with quaint, charming gingerbread trim. What a transformation! Now let's take this patio to the next level. Here are some inspiration pictures that we have been pondering. Like many of you, we're interested in a creative way to cover an unsightly wall meter. We'd like to blur the lines of indoor-outdoor living and take an eyesore of a bird bath and turn it into something lovely.
So they do an iron, so like that.
Now it's time to take this patio makeover to the next level. These screen doors add wonderful charm, but would look even better with a freshly painted backdrop. Time to scrub down and paint our back doors. This warm, creamy color seems to just glow in every light and is the perfect complement for our orangey red brick. If this color interests you, it is a color match from Joanna Gaine's Lit Candles. This well-used pair of watering cans was a Christmas gift from Matt's grandma a couple years ago, and now they need a fresh coat of paint. Once again, I'm amazed by the transformative power of paint. These look brand new. Remember that extra seating I spoke of? Well, ever since our patio makeover, I've been on the hunt for a vintage metal glider. Apparently, they are very popular and expensive. Most of them were running $300 to $350 and were in need of repair. So when I spotted this vintage metal bench for $100, I was curious to see if the gentleman would take an offer, and he accepted my offer of $65. Now, with a coat or two of coordinating paint, this bench will look right at home on our patio. For several years now, I've been wanting a vintage radio, and when we spotted this one for $11, it simply needed a little bit of work on the tuner. So Matt, who can fix anything, simply removed the tuner, the broken piece, put a piece of sandpaper on, put it back together, and it works beautifully. Just imagine some soft classical music playing in the background as we're grilling on the grill, sitting on the bench, and enjoying a summer evening on the patio. Here was step one, where we covered the unsightly AC unit with a framework of lattice. Now to cover these unattractive wall meters. idea here is similar. He will build a frame that will cover the meters. He will notch out the bottom where the wires come through and then add a door to close it off. Now we are racing the sun to finish before dark. And we made it! Now to tidy up some messy looking branches on our paper bark tree and remove a satellite that hasn't worked in probably 10 years. It is amazing how simple projects like this can make such a big difference in your outdoor spaces. What are some projects you have lying around that just require a little elbow grease and time? I am so grateful to my husband Matt for being willing to haul rock, climb ladders, and take any kind of odd building request I throw his way. Ah, friend, now one of my favorite parts. Let's begin with flowers. I'm sure you all, if you are a gardener, have a stack of unused, unloved pots hanging around in a corner. Let's choose 2 pots and create a couple shade arrangements to frame either side of the back door. I also have space for one more hanging basket. Who doesn't? And with little magical bells like this fuchsia, who could resist? As you will see once we begin planting, I have chosen to create 2 matching shade arrangements with a thriller, a filler, and a spiller for balance and symmetry. Now let's get our hands into some fresh garden soil and create something beautiful. I just love these dreamy, dangly bells. I hope they're happy on our patio. What better way to celebrate a patio makeover than to have dinner on the patio with good friends? Here I am joined by Miss Robin, who is an expert at pattern mixing and vignette creation. Together we will set up this buffet, picnic style, and decorate the table for a dinner on the patio. Be prepared, friend. Once you begin cleaning and tidying and fixing up a space, it inspires you to do more, and then you enjoy using your home. Do you recognize any of the pieces from our shopping trip earlier today? The saying really is true. The more you put into something, the more you get out of it. It is such a delight to create spaces like this, from shopping your home, shopping thrift stores, and pulling things together on a budget. More importantly, it is delightful to set aside time to create the memories in celebration of the friends and family that we've been given. Many hands make light work, and I'm very thankful for Miss Robin taking her time and sharing of her expertise to decorate this buffet and table for our dinner on the patio. A few weeks ago, I thrifted this beautiful copper and glass candle holder and then made my own citronella candle to repel mosquitoes. If you're interested, you should check out our previous patio makeover video. Remember how we wanted to blur the lines between indoor and outdoor living? And remember those vintage sheets for $1 each with cottage roses? Well, this idea came from Miss Robin, and with our inspiration picture here, I'm simply running a curtain rod through the top of the sheet, and Matt is hanging them from hooks under the eaves. Now, if you like a good laugh, may I suggest you stick around to the very end of the video, where I will include some bloopers that happened in the midst of filming this video. This one project was so easy and did more to bring the indoors out than any other project we tried. Simply looking out the window and seeing these curtains blow in the breeze draws you outdoors. With the addition of new-to-us seating in the form of this vintage metal bench freshly painted, some furniture rearrangement is in order. For a homespun touch, let's tie back these curtains with a bit of wire edge burlap ribbon from the dollar store. Friend, if you are brand new to my channel and are finding it helpful and inspiring, I invite you to join our family and subscribe. We would love to have you along. I just love the simple country cottage look of this burlap ribbon against the vintage rose sheets. And for a bit more romantic drama, let's put a swag in this curtain. As promised, now it is time to share our DIY budget-friendly bird bath makeover. I'm sure many of you have one of these kicking around in your backyard. It may even be cracked like ours, but it does hold water. So that means we can take something ordinary and turn it into something beautiful. Matt has leveled off a spot in this freshly cleaned bed and is placing the paver as a good foundation so we can have a level bird bath. This already looks so pretty. I can hardly wait to see what the finished project will look like. So here's a little secret of mine. At a local antique store, there is a booth that is crammed with dishes. And on occasion, if I go in there and offer to buy a good number of dishes, they will make me a deal. Sometimes it's half off, other times it's 3 plates for $1. Just look at this treasure trove. Several of my vintage serving pieces and teacups have come from this very booth. I'm sure you've guessed by now from the pictures, but we are going to create a vintage-inspired mosaic bird bath. Not only were these pieces inexpensive, but many of them were cracked and chipped, so it was a little easier to hit them with a hammer. My goal here is to break the plates into usable size pieces while retaining the hand-painted parts. Since I will be creating 2 or 3 rings of colors on my bird bath, this edging on the plate is perfect. This plate broke very well. Now we need to trim down the sides and remove the ridge from the back of the pieces. Once the pieces were trimmed to the proper size, we collected them into groups and then began laying out our pattern in rings, beginning in the center of the bird bath. With our design clearly in mind, we began working quickly, spreading the mortar and placing all the pieces, then let it set to dry. The next step was to mortar in all of the pieces with a sanded grout. This we also did quickly, Matt spreading the grout while I wiped the excess from the surface of the plates. The central tile you see here is actually a coaster by Spode. I found it at the antique store for $1, and it was the inspiration for this color palette. By echoing the blue from the coaster around the rim of the bird bath, it ties the pattern together, making it look intentional. Here's what we have left, and now it's time to put on the finishing touches with a glass bead border. You can get these glass half beads for $1 a bag from the dollar store. Once again, Matt and I work quickly. While he spreads the glue, I place the glass beads around the edge. If a project like this interests you, I would suggest using a central motif as a focal point and inspiration for your color palette. All done! Let's set this basin on its pedestal. I can't believe how easy and how fun this project was. I must say, I have been looking on Marketplace for more bird baths. Doesn't this look like a shimmery jewel? I just love how the sunlight glints off of the gold edges on the plates. I admit I was nervous about this project since I've never done anything like it before. What do you think, friend? Was this project worth it? Now, if you're anything like me, you love a good before and after. Sit back and enjoy. Of the DIY projects we tackled today, I would love to know which one is your favorite? What was most inspiring? What is something you might try on your own outdoor space? For me, the projects that score the highest are the meter box cover and the mosaic bird bath.
Stick around. Okay, angle's wrong, and can you hear me?
Hi, I'm Robin. I am delighted.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get started.
No, I don't even know if that's going to be right.
On how to transform that languishing bird bath. No. No. Friend, I hope you enjoyed your visit and got loads of inspiration for cultivating the art of home, indoors and out. If you are a guest from another channel, welcome. I am thrilled to have you along and invite you to subscribe for more inspiration. Be sure to check out the videos from the other lovely ladies in this collab. I will have them linked for you below. I've enjoyed our visit today and I'm already looking forward to next time. Until then, take care.